Good evening, ladies and gents. You find us in the early evening here in Asiago, and the sun is circling around the Hodegard Arena in the Altiplano at the World Masters Inline, 10th edition in Asiago and Roana. And you join us for our third quarterfinal match of the day. In the build-up to these championships, the 10th edition of it. And this is the Masters. These are the 38s and over. And you see now before you one of the most prolific and formidable forces in inline or ice or hockey anywhere. Team Czechia, who have, for any of you who have ever joined me before at this level, put on such a display of supreme talent, technical ability that has earned them 7 gold medals. Only ever disrupted in their total dominance by the sublime, supreme French, who we just saw take GB to task in the second quarterfinal of the day. Very similar to Team USA, who we saw take on the stylish and energetic and passionate Brazilian team in their first ever international championships. And here we have in front of us another stylish, fast, creative team in the brightly colored lime green and royal blue of Slovenia, who I was promised detailed team bios for this match, but unfortunately is yet unforthcoming, so I wait. So I will do my best to honor their efforts to try and disrupt what could be a clinical, dangerous, fearsome Czech attack. Strength and ability by pronouncing the names that I see on the backs and the numbers that I see and giving you the very best play-by-play that I can for those of you who are watching. I know some are in Slovenia. This battle of Slavic neighbors, or former neighbors, should prove to be interesting because both teams have got assets that they can bring to this match that could make the difference. Slovenia can disrupt because they have pace and creativity. They can move cleverly. They can do long passes. And they can take chances when it comes. However, if they make a mistake, one little mistake, you can bet that the Czechs, who often start a little slow, the Czech team will roll through the gears. And the Czech team, seemingly like an old speed bike, seem to have more gears than they'll ever need. 1, 2, 3, and more. And if that's not enough, 4, 5, and 6. When the Czechs really get going, the force of their shots is deadly accurate. But Slovenia take the first really good attack to the Czech keeper number 1, Pavlicek. Slovenia taking this face-off deep in the Czech area, hoping they could strike with an advantage. There's a loose puck, but easily one of the best keepers in the whole competition. Czechia keeper there, but this is an opportunity. Loose puck's in front, and plenty of Slovenian strikers, including the captain, ready to push it in. I expect the Czechs to do this all day long. They will hold the puck patiently, stoically, silently waiting. But they are capable of the odd mistake or two, and that's where Slovenia can make their mark. But they need to be quick. They need to be sharp. This could be one now. Rolling forward. Number 82, but he loses it. This is dangerous. Oh, great goaltending. That was a good save. Slovenian keeper tracking and blocking that pass. The Czech team, not fearsome, not particularly interested in a forecheck. They don't feel that they ever really need it. So you won't find the Czechs diving deep and wasting energy, which is why they often have it in spare. Slovenians, however, might find that using the channels along the sides a good way to move the puck quickly. But don't think because the Czechs aren't strong on their forecheck doesn't mean that when they do move and get going, they aren't deadly accurate, extremely powerful, and technically precise. They wear you down. You're constantly chasing the puck because their passing is almost perfect. Their positioning is great. There's always an option. So many deflections there. Took a stick right out of the Slovenian's hand. And he picks up and wonders how he lost control. And that's how powerful the Czechs can release the puck from nothing more than a wriggle of the wrists with your patronage. So please click and share, tell everybody, get on board, gather round and watch some great old-timers hockey. I'd like to say they might be a little bit slower than most, but don't look slow to me. It is certainly very smart. As Slovenia try and barrel forward. Referee clearing out of the way there, and some big mash-up in the corner. One referee is going to send the Czech player straight away. As the two talismanic leaders of Team Czechia, Tomáš Vrtula and Martin Mekera, finally arrived. Committee member on MIWA, the Masters Inline Hockey World Association. Arrived late to the championships, but has now joined his Czech team to see if he can add some impetus to their drive towards the gold medal. Many of the players and the other teams have gathered now to watch and see what they may be up against. Team USA could potentially play the winners here. Long. Czech keeper, careful because he knows that the Slovenians can close that down really quickly. Bad outlet pass, 25, Schubert from Czechia. But the Czechs are patient. Lose it again though. Slovenia maybe taking their opportunities. Loose puck in front. Gathered safely. Czechs under some pressure now. Forecheck from Slovenia. But the Czechs always have so many options. Back doors, front doors, side doors. There's one. There's another. Lose the puck, pass it on. It's a great game to watch. Such pure hockey. The instincts that these Czech players are born with. The lifetime of hockey in their blood. But they're not immune from mistakes. And a nice little toe drag from Slovenia. What a great save. That was surely going in. The keeper was defeated, but with a final outstretched hand, made the save. And the Czechs seemingly content to cycle in the neutral zone to find their gap. And now a little bit of pace from Czechia. And a hard shot, and another! Slovenia not being overwhelmed by the Czech power yet at all. And maybe making some opportunities going forwards. Slovenia could break here if he turns quick enough. Couldn't do it. Turns 1, 2, 3. Still dancing. This is good. Loose puck. Slovenia still gathered. Little bit man over. But the Czechs back check. Say that 10 times fast. Slap shot really in close. Good save. Physical pressure on the boards. Slovenia trying clear. Some high energy used by the Czechs there. Not always necessary. Good. Cross. Next one. Czechs moving in now, trying some pace of their own. Centering pass, but not good enough. Loss of a stick. Slovenian player having lost the stick. Wasn't sure what he was trying to do there. Covering the puck. It's definitely going to be a call. A hand pass. Czechia get a chance to go. One advantage. And they can tell. This advantage, certainly. Bang. Good shot on target, but the Slovenian keeper turning out to be hard to beat. Czechia adopt the pattern, wrist from high in the hash marks. But great keeper. Slovenia working hard, nodding confidently, thinks he can handle it. There'll be a few more of those yet. Don't you worry. 9:35 left in this first half of quarterfinal number 3. We're on day 4 of the World Champs. Masters in line. Teed up the slap shot, but well disrupted by number 5, Slovenia. Czechia just trying to move the defense. Great save off the knee of the Slovenian keeper. And it deflected far and away. Czechs have got to go and collect. Good shape in the Slovenian defense, really tricky. Good physical defense, moving that player out. Oh, tricky. Puck popped up, and Slovenia elect, rather than trying to do something flash, clear the decks and get some fresh boots. But they don't. They sit and wait. Czechia back on the attack too quickly. Oh, this is dangerous. Sidled right in there, really close. But those skinny knee pads proving to be impenetrable. And the Czechs are running out of time. And that's an opportunity as the Slovenian player comes off the bench. Some heads are going down there. Great save by the keeper once again. Long shot. Oh, picked out of the middle of the park. If that had connected, Slovenia would have gone 1-0. And can do it possibly again, still on the stretch. Going back and forth now, scrappy stuff in the center. Czechs ring the bell and send the puck right all the way into the stands just to my right-hand side. So, a bit of spice there, some exciting stuff. 2 quarterfinals already played. Team USA beating Team Brazil to go into the semis at the top half for the cup. Team France beating Team GB in a brutal test of will to put themselves in the top half. Which one of these two teams will prove themselves worthy of going forward? If the Czechs didn't go up, it would be unprecedented. Slovenia can do it. But so far, no team has yet set their stall out. Czechia will get another power play due to some rough housing at the boards closest to the players' benches. And Czechia smartly get 5 players out. Slap shot from the angle. Tape to tape passing from the Czechs, that's their precision. And they'll have another 2 minutes of a man advantage to see if they can pot. Hedrick. Czechs come in. Puck on its edge. Stop shot there. That was on target. And the Czech keeper, Slovenian keeper doing a great job. And some high pressure in front of that goal. And the Slovenian just reminding Czech player, the nameless number 30, with no name on his back, that is no place to park his bus. Some physical pressure there. Shouts for the penalty, but no doing. Czechs don't get a chance. There could be a penalty there, but no one's calling it. Slovenia go on the attack. Loose puck still in front, but there's no Slovenians to pick up. They don't want to get caught behind. Great opportunity for a short-handed one there, and maybe yet again. Slovenians electing just to clear the decks and settle in and make Czechia try and score. Shot saved. Rebounds out and clear. Easy to send a puck from one end to the other in this much shortened, reduced pitch for these World Championships. The sun low in the sky now as we settle into the early evening here on the plateau, the Altiplano de Asiago, and it is now glaring, leaving a pattern of windows right in front of the Slovenian keeper, potentially causing a problem, and that is it. That is the Czech goal that might be as a result of the distraction of the pattern coming in through the window opposite. There's some long shadows being cast. Something you don't see usually in indoor arenas. Occasionally at Bolzano, very late on a very bright sunny evening, you would see the sunshine streaming through. But here in Asiago, I can see the reflection of a full row of windows and the shadow of the Slovenian keeper, highlighting the buckles and laces on his pads. Was that the factor that distracted him just enough to allow Czechia to finally score? And what can the Slovenians do? Will it get them revved up and put one back? They've got 5 minutes left in this first half to do it, but this is dangerous. Loose puck in front, and the Czechs starting to unleash some power. Now Czechs on the forecheck. Slovenian keeper doing a lot of work at the far post. And a little love tap from the Slovenian keeper on that Czech forechecker. We'll come a cropper with that eventually. Slovenia breaks, good forecheck, good stick check. This has come loose. Little bit of a deke. Can he take it? Tees it up. It's still on. Puck bobbling. Czechs can't clear. Slovenia on the attack and take a chance, but they didn't really seal it. Slovenians defending quite tight in a bunch close in. Maybe now starting to fear a little bit and getting a little on their back foot. It's only one goal though. And I think that the Slovenian team need to feel free and play with a free rein and loose in order to disrupt the Czech team. If they let the Czechs settle into a pattern, they will just start to play hockey by numbers. And their numbers almost always add up to gold. Stretch there, Slovenia can break. Little slow going from the captain. Good shot though. Tested the keeper on the floor. But from too far out and not enough potential pass to stretch. Probably the only way you'll score against the considerable Czech keeper. The glare now in the Slovenian end becoming a real feature. I don't know what it's coming through like on the camera, but it's definitely a glow. Should have brought my sunglasses. A really interesting feature here. And the Czech shot from this corner where the glare could be a problem. Slovenia, good. Keen, trying to clear. Maybe now released from the tight food ball of fish. But here they go, settling back into that sports square. Shot, rebounded. Slovenia break. Oh, passes there, puck on its side, still couldn't clear. Struggling to get it. Slovenia, hold. Effort. Check break back. Run into a wall. Slovenia on the turn, but no service. No one there to pass to. Has to do it on his own. Back checking for both teams, proving really good. But the Czechs still get the bulk of the possession and the bulk of the play and get to dictate the game, which they love to do. 1:34 left in the half. Slap shot, rings the post, and ricochets right out. And again, Slovenia pounce, trying to get in behind the Czech defense, but They're too quick to roll back. Long. Keeper tried to clear and it ricocheted off of a Czech player. This is dangerous. Shape available, pass is good. Always one or two. Rebound. Slovenia play well to get it out. And they move the puck down the channels. Good shot. The Czech keeper collects. Slovenians playing extremely well here to hold the Czechs off, but are defending deep. The Czechs will wait. Not scoring as prolifically as they normally do. Although against GB, once the dam had burst, the flood came. Will the same thing happen to Slovenia if they remain defensive? Or will their best defense be attack? And if they go forward and play fluid, they possibly can. Some high pressure against the Slovenian as they dig in the corner. Shot! Just squeezed by the pad. And Slovenia probably quite happy to go to the changing rooms for the half with only one goal down. Checks into space. Good shape. Really good shape. Much slower on the attack, but so deliberate. The precision, the availability, wearing you down. And there's a danger. Ricochet out, but no Czech players in front. And that takes us to the halftime break. Join us. We're back for the second part of this third quarterfinal as the Czech team dangerously lurk for an opportunity to add to their single goal so far. The Slovenian defense on top form just now. Czechia looking fierce as they come back from the half. Strong in front, really dominating the Slovenian crease. But Slovenia can break now. It's a 1-on-3, that's hard. And but for a deflection, might have done something a bit better with it. The Czechs feeling forced to break quickly under their forecheck. Oh, save and deflected, Ray out. It's good passing. Does he do it again? Oh, what a shot! I thought he was going to pass. The keeper thought he was going to pass. He was looking to cross over, but found the hole just over the top of the shoulder. And it was a fantastic goal. And Slovenia do exactly what they needed to do, was loosen up the knots, stretch their legs, spread out, and find the gaps, catching the Czech team on their back foot. The Czech team had come out from this half bright, quite quick, fast. But yet, you will see the two formidable figures of Tomáš Wortela and Martin Nekera, chiefs of Czech inline in their region. Slap shot, hard. Slovenia trying to use their pace again, sensing that this could work. Almost, but not quite recovering. Still no stress on the Czech bench. The Slovenians excited. Feel like maybe they can do something here. Score is 1-1. And here comes the pattern. We've seen the Americans do this, try and dominate the neutral zone. Czechs building. Oh, dangerous centering pass. But it had to go through the forest of Slovenian players. Czech handle the puck so well, it comes, breaks loose. They could strike, batting it forward. It took 1, 2, 3 swipes at it, and the Czech team patiently, quietly wait for their opportunities, and when it breaks, bang, pull the trigger. Oh, good positions once again. Czechs playing their chess game. Oh, zipper from way downtown, just looking for the disruptor to screen the keeper. And they were doing their job. Keeper struggled to hold that, but still did. And the Slovenians still hold on. Czechia 2, Slovenia 1. Plenty of time left in this second half. Quarterfinals day in Asiago and Roana as we build towards the semifinals. USA already booked their place. France booked their place. I can see Martin Nekera having a word with his players, talking to them about some of their strategy. No stress, very little tiredness. The Slovenian bench much more animated. They're going to need that. Oh, Czech come driving in with plenty of space at the back as well too. And the neutral zone build. Space available. Pass doesn't come off. Things get a little physical. Slovenians managed to take possession. Some spinning got to be done there. Czechs pressing. Slovenia can't break out. Good pass, but mishandled. Now the Czechs can break. There's a little bit of 3-on-1 here. Back check from Slovenia, good. Oh, he took some time. Little stick movement, subtle. Wait. The keeper made the move. He could have waited another 5 minutes at that rate. And now you see why. 7 times, 7 signatures. The gold medal at World Masters level says Czech. It didn't last year. They were shown that they were not perfect, that they were vulnerable. Oh, good pressure. Keeper being pushed on right there. Player coming up to the keeper, tapping him up, just reminding him that everything's all right, trying to collect his glove. Little Slavic brotherly love. And he admits the mistake of crashing in. The keeper standing the ground, not taking any crap from anyone. Good forechecking from Slovenia. Puck does spit out, but the Czechs can mop that up, and they do. Czechs have these little moments, these little bursts, where they just crank up the gears to speed, and then right back down again. Not wasteful. They conserve their energy and force the Slovenians to run their tanks dry. But what that is, it's not laziness, it's patience and depth of game. It's exhausting chasing a puck. It's exhausting trying to track a puck when its movement is never available to you. And the Czechs can do that. They can just drive in, seemingly undisturbed by all the traffic. Powering in. Watch the shape in the Czech team. Watch how defenders become forwards and forwards become defenders. Defender will come forward, drop and dive, be available. Forward become a defender, drop and dive. Defender goes forward. Now, who's a forward and who's a defender? Who's gone where now? Who's what? Outlet pass. Cycling in the neutral zone. Forward comes back to become a defender. Circles round. Completely lost track of who's who now. There's just Czechs available everywhere. Although Slovenia will get drawn because they want to put something else on the board. They've got 1, but it won't be enough. Czechs have 3. But they're not perfect. The forecheck disrupting them. They don't like it, the Czechs, like that. They want to play chess with time to think, time to play. If Slovenia can stay fresh, they can put something away. But now we settle into a bit of a lull while the Czechs move their pieces around the board. Will Slovenia do something to strike? That's a good pass. Takes the shot. The Slovenian player, big fella, knows full well that in desperation to try and keep a hold of the puck as it was moving in the wrong direction, that he took the penalty. And that will not help the Slovenian team hold off any more goals going in. It's 12:41. We're in part 2. And we are on day 4 at the World Inline Hockey Championships, Masters and Veterans. My voice is holding out just barely. So I'm going to have a quick break after this match before I join you for what should prove to be a lively atmosphere here in the Arena Hodegard in Asiago. For the Azzurri are coming, and they want to play the French in the semis. Slap shot, distance. High. Spits out, a little short-handed. Slovenia chase it. Think it's worth wasting the time. Oh, just couldn't pick it up. Lost grip, lost the edge. Oh, dangerous accuracy. But the puck just a little wide on that shot. Czechs never in a rush. Enter gear 2. Oh, great wrist shot. Right on the floor, forcing the keeper to sit down on it. But it spits out. And the Czechs get into the shape. Well, this is dangerous, really close to that post. Look at how the Czechs lurk at that back post. They love it there. And there it is. Waiting for the wounds to open. And in they go for blood. And now the score is 4-1. Slovenia have now got to find deep reserves of energy to add the flair, to get the pace going, to spin their legs, to attack the Czechs and get right up their chins, to disrupt them. They've got to win the face-offs. They've got to collect those rebounds off the keeper. Can they break now? Struggling to find a gap. Passing's tight. They're closed off. Czechs physically imposing. I should have went round the other way. That's a better pass. The Czechs, maybe a wasted shot. Czechs' defense is really tough to beat. And the Slovenians not really getting enough room to use their pace. 10:37. Beach cycling. 30, the nameless one. Finding a spot on the back post, silently lurking, hunting. The Czechs want to draw the Slovenians. The Slovenians holding station, holding tight. Just wanting to keep the scoreline down, but they're going to need to come out and try and fish something out. Toe drag. So patient. Had all the time in the world. And but for a big toenail that wasn't cut, I think the Czechs would have scored. But the Slovenian keeper doing a great job just to tickle that puck out of the reach of the Czech attack. Czechs seemingly magnetizing their sticks to the puck and able to collect no matter where you put it for them. Patient, working together, good communication. All unspoken, all instinctive. Slap shot from way downtown. And the Slovenians maybe just a little mesmerized. By the movement of the Czechs, and the team captain, Staric, number 12, comes off. So frustrated, he's circling around his own bench, wondering what does he need to do, what can he do? You've got to play free. You've got to loosen the leash, go out of defense and drive forward. Catch them off guard. Use your pace, use your flair. They can do it, but they're going to need to dig deep now. 8:45 remaining, and it is 5 to Czechia and 1 to Slovenia. Pass to the backhand, not great. Czech break fast. Could be 4-on-2, don't need it. Well defended, and the Slovenia can go. Got to get their passes on the money. Can you do it, the lime greens? Long stretch pass. Trying to catch a break, gambling a little bit. Oh, paint by numbers. That was a great pass, still taken on the backhand, still sliding forward. Can't be disabused of the puck. Schubert, 25, chases back. Fresh boots for Slovenia. Hopefully these guys can come out and fire it up. Puck kept in. Slovenians want this now. Trying to clear. Having to work around. Oh, a little bit of a misstep for Czechs. Slovenians go 3-on-2. Slap shot, wide. Oh, well defended. This is a long pass. If he can collect it, it could be great, but he didn't do it. Oh, physical pressure. Czechs now break. It's end to end now. Passing, perfect. And the Slovenian keeper doing all the work to halt that. Czech team revving up from second directly to fourth in the gears, and then settling it right back down. 7 minutes left to play, 5-1. They can score a goal every odd minute. They should be able to do it. Let's see what the Slovenians can do in this one. Oh, just for a little bit of luck, would have had that. Oh, that's a nice one-timing pass, but just wrong angle. Oh, deadly. Oh, deflection. Lucky. And now some good physical pressure right back from the Slovenians. Referee's going to send the 2 away. 1 for the headbutt. and 1 for the hold. And we'll stay 4-on-4 for the concurrent. Czechs win the face-off, send a speculative in. The loose puck was collected, and the strength of the Czechs in front of that crease shows what they can do. Can Slovenia capitalize on their remaining pace, what remains in the tank? (6-1) with 6:23 left in this third quarterfinal. Slovenians lose it on the back check. Czechia taking pot shots from all angles, passing fearsome. Patient. Oh, passing is just sublime. Tip to tape. Come on, Slovenia, what can you do? Use your boosts. Get some petrol into the engine. Extra effort. It's a fair call. The Czech player trying to disrupt the Slovenian going forward and got caught. Missing the puck and hitting the player. And now some respite. Slovenia can strike. And will that be the wind that they need in their sails to blow them closer to bringing this lead back? It's 6-1 to Czechia. And they must feel like their place in the semis is already sealed up. Slovenia with a man advantage. Czechs win the face-off but can't clear it out. Slovenia. Pass is just a little less tidy. In the right space, a little bit too high. Need someone right close. Oh, nice loose puck, still having to go. 1-2. And dangerously trying to clear the puck out to a player at the top. Gets lost, and the Czechs could very well go. Short-handed! Slovenia must be exhausted, not knowing what to do if, even when short-handed, the Czechs can score like that. This channel live in HD on YouTube. Share, like, subscribe, and join us here And let's see if the Azzurri can make it in. These green and blues want to get in, but they've got almost impossible task. And this is their chance to throw caution to the wind and throw everything at this Czech team. Throw everything up and get stuck in. They have the advantage for another minute. They need to get fired up. Trying to play a little chess themselves, loose puck in front. Can't capitalize. And the Czechs are so good at clearing this. Puck on its edge, just can't be settled. The Slovenians' shape just a little bit loose, just a little bit high. Czech defense is strong. Oh, this is a great, oh! That was right on the tape. The deflection just not directed it the right way. Same again. Come on, Slovenia. What can you do? Now the Slovenians are tightening the knot. Getting closer and closer to those back posts. In the right position. This is space. Slapshot comes in. Loose puck in front. Jabbing at the keeper. A little bit of protection from number 14. Only 3 minutes left. The score is 7-1 in favor of the 7 times gold medal winners. 1 goal for each of their golds that they hold so far. Will they make it 8, either in this game or in these championships? World Masters Inline. 10 years we've been running. I was there at the start when we were nothing. And now look at us. And if you're enjoying this game as much as I am, then please join us, like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends and family, and get it out there. I'm expecting now that the lights will light up all across the boot of Europe as the Azzurri tune in to watch their team and file into the home of inline in Asiago to shout and scream for the Italians. But right now, we need some shouts and screams for Slovenia. Small issue with the clock. Okay, now that all the politics is settled, we start again. Slovenia have drawn. Sorry, that's incorrect grammar for sports. I'll try and improve. It's quite tiring. This has been a long day, but it's been a great day of hockey. The Slovenians have got to keep their concentration as they go a man down, and the Czechs go on the power play. Tight, crisp passing, fast, difficult. Slovenians are tired, but they're going to stay on their toes. Deflection, out. Czechs win the face-off and frustrate the Slovenians again with 2 minutes 23 left. What can Slovenia do? to try and put another name on the score sheet. It's going to be tricky. The Czech team are very happy to patiently cycle through the gears, play their game. The pieces move. The chessboard evolves. Oh, cheeky little attempt at trying to deflect off of the back of a keeper's skate. I see the Slovakian team ready to rock and roll, eager to get on and start the wheels moving for their quarterfinal attempt. Slovakia struggling to get into the top half of the draw for a while now, and they'll fancy their chances. However, Italy played very strong and only just barely lost yesterday. Oh! The Czech surgical strike team. Finding another target and further deflating the hard-working classy and quick players of Slovenia, but today they are just outgunned. And I can see the tiredness on the bench. They seemingly don't have anything left in the tank. 120 left, 8-1. And the Czechs are relentless. All the time and all the space. And we're winding down the clock now for the last minute, and we can see why the Czechs are winners, and we can see how the quarterfinal placings are settling in. Slovakians desperately crashing the Czechs in numbers, trying to stop, trying to loose the puck off of their magnets, but they can't. And the Czechs keep their cycle going ever further back. The Slovenians almost barely have the energy to chase. They've been chasing so long, they just can't do it anymore. Czechs release another shotgun blast, and it deflects. And salutes go out to the Slovenian players. They've done everything they could. They're absolutely exhausted. They tried their very best, scored one goal against the Czechs when the gas in the tank was full and they could really move forward and play their very best. But once this relentless machine starts to grind you down, it's hard to get back. There's an opportunity! Just when the Czechs were maybe getting a little bit lazy, Slovenia finally throwing some players really good forward. It's a consolation with only 3 seconds left, but at least they can say that to the last they kept their chins up and tried. they played mightily well against an almighty machine, organized and structured by Miwa member Martin Mekara and Czech inline Thomas Wortela. The score finishes at 8-2. This is our third quarterfinal as the Azzurri gather for their match. Only Slovakia, Slovensko, can stop them. And they look ready for it. I'm going to take a break now, refresh, and I'll join you. Stay tuned and hear the stadium roar into life